Why do I always have these kinds of dumb issues with streaming? Let's hope it works this time. Absolutely, let's hope it works this time. Hopefully we're good right now. Maybe I have too many radars up. If you'll give me one moment. We no longer need the instabilities map. This radar is going to be our most critical. Watches and warnings, I can find elsewhere. Oh, you know what we don't need? This right here. Gone. NWS radar isn't working for me either. Our GFS models are very important as well. And I'd like to have both of these things. Tornado watch likely over that entire area now. Very much to be expected considering our current situation. Now back to what we were talking about, and you guys will have to tell me, is this working good or no? I can only hope it's actually doing what it's supposed to do. I laid that down really hard. Okay, so what's going on here as far as wind? The storms are very, very linear. However, you can clearly see here inflow wind working for now, good. Your inflow wind through here, moving toward the radar, moving away. This is all moving this direction up to a point roughly in here. It's kind of hard to see because of the range folding and stuff, but you can see right here where that line is. We're waiting on the storm right now to transition from a linear mode into a rotating supercell type of thing, and you can see the line here that this is, and you can clearly see the spots where it's starting to break. Those spots where it is starting to break, that's going to be the spots where we get individual supercells rolling through Louisiana, and you can see also here areas of storms. I don't want to focus so much on this area. This is going to be our second round of evening storms. For right now, what's looking our most imminent are these storms right here in this location. Yeah, that's looking like the number one thing as of the moment, and I just need a regular radar at this moment. Just get radar. Just pull up a radar. NWS radar was not working. Okay, no, I'm gonna need a national radar. United States weather radar. This works. Sorry guys, you're gonna have to give me a moment trying to figure things out here. I'm sure the stream crashed just a bit. Oh yeah, once the line decays, and the line is already starting to decay. Oh my gosh, what happened here? What is this? If this is true, we're about to get it here in Indiana. And I will be shutting down the stream to record all this. But this is very much a heavy rain line, and I don't want it to be. It needs to break up a little bit. Looking down here towards Tuscaloosa, this looks to be our supercell thunderstorm of the moment. You can see the hook echo structure to a lot of these storms already at this time. The one near Tuscaloosa is looking a lot less promising than it was. Is there a way to toggle warnings on and off? There is not. I don't like that. Yeah, this is going to be hard to watch for tornado watches and warnings. I didn't have this figured out good enough when I did it. Open weather channel radar. Stream just froze 3 times for a second. It's working. Oh, well. All the chat just popped up now. I wonder why. Yeah, this stream is a mess. And I don't even know why. It really shouldn't be. There's no reason for it to be at all. I need a better radar at the moment. Actually, let me open my radar app real quick. That was a good one, and I shouldn't have dropped it. Okay. Open a weather one. What is that one called? Oh boy. I lost the radar I just had up a minute ago. If y'all will give me one moment, I will find that radar. Yeah, it's called my radar. That's why it wasn't working. Looking like we've got... Okay. Area flood warnings. We've got a lot of flood warnings. These storms that are... Oh, wait. You guys can't see this, can you? Dang it. There we go. We've got a lot of aerial flood warnings right now. You can see the storms that are currently moving through the area, through Tuscaloosa. Hattiesburg is... I don't see ridiculous off-the-chart supercell structure in these at the moment. But I would expect in this area, as we're seeing some of these storms build as they move farther north-northeast, I think we could see particularly this complex right here, this one right here, developing as it goes past Birmingham into a strong supercell thunderstorm. And I would not be surprised at all. Now let's look at that line as far as the second round of storms today. It is starting to decay to the south. It's looking like a lot of this is going to just fall apart here. Like just plain fall apart. To the south, it looks like it's doing what we need it to do, and that is, for severe weather, what we need it to do, and that is separate. And there's already a severe thunderstorm in that line. We see stuff starting to build up already. Looking to see if we have any other severe warnings in the area. It's clear to see that this, if it splits apart, which I don't think it will, this could be very, very strong as well. But I don't think it's going to split. Now, looking back at our other radars for a moment here. Let's load up the next rad again and take a look once again at the storm relative motion. Let's just look at base velocity for a minute. I am curious to see what this is looking like. Oh, that's base reflectivity. It's not looking like anything off the charts insane. This actually looks pretty normal, and you can see the wind direction is, yeah, you can see the wind direction very clearly. You can also see shear here, directional shear, and or at least a turn of the winds. That part is very clear as well. Now, if we'll look at the VAD profiles here, this is going to tell us our shear, and it looks like our... Hold on. Okay, it looks like our shear directionally isn't a ton, but our speed shear is very high, especially around the 5 or 6 kilometer mark. That could get those supercell thunderstorms rotating very quickly. And then our low level shear, our deep level shear, also high enough to promote some action. Hook echo on radar. Where's the hook echo? I will find the hook echo. Tuscaloosa. It's not very clear to me at the moment. Let me just see if I can... I don't want to forecast. Give me some layers here. Classic. I don't want it to play through. I just want it to exist. Oh yes, we have a hook echo on the radar. It is not very clear at the moment. Oh yeah, you can definitely see through here. We have several hook echoes, especially to the south of Tuscaloosa. We have at least 2 supercell thunderstorms are rapidly developing in this area. Birmingham, Gardendale, Warrior, Jasper, Alabaster, even over to Talladega need to be paying attention to this situation because, and once again, York, Meridian. Oh, this cell north of Hattiesburg is starting to get a hook echo on it too, as we're looking at some rotation, low-level rotation probably in that one. So let's see here what towns are ahead of this. Meridian is going to be south of you. Eventually, I think this cell is probably going to impact, if any, one York. Meridian, you're looking at heavy rain, but the tornadic potential of this is going to be more for York. And we can see right here, these hook echoes developing very, very rapidly west of what I think is Utah, because it's not loading in, or east of Demopolis and south of Tuscaloosa. These two storms are the ones we're going to be watching moving into Montevallo and Alabaster. This area right here needs to be on immediate alert. This is currently over the Talladega National Forest. This area needs to stay on immediate alert because we are definitely... No, gosh darn it, was that... the whole time I was talking. I was saying this cell around Hattiesburg, north of Hattiesburg, is very strong as we're looking, moving toward Laurel in the immediate future, but eventually toward Meridian and York. York is where we're going to see that rotation head. Back over toward the Talladega National Forest, south of Tuscaloosa, we have two definite hook echoes on radar, two larger supercells north of that also probably have a hook echo directly east of Tuscaloosa. The storm over Tuscaloosa right now, not much, and those west to it are probably supercell thunderstorms, but they most definitely do not have hook echoes yet, although we're getting very close in some of these areas. And I think our deep level shear today is promoting a lot of this action that we're seeing right now. So this is something that needs to be watched extremely carefully as we progress throughout the day. This is going to be our mid-afternoon threat, whereas this line here that is starting to break up in Texas and everything, this line is also going to be a threat as it starts to break up, move through Louisiana into this afternoon, passing through Mississippi and Alabama. So we're definitely seeing two hook echoes here. Let me see if we can get back to... we're still waiting on that tornado watch for Alabama. Oh, no, you don't, War Thunder. Don't you dare try an update. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That off. War Thunder, I don't want you to update right now. This is a very bad time for you to update, you darn piece of junk. The hook seems to have collapsed. I don't have 100% up-to-date radar at the moment. A watch is in effect for Alabama. Did that just go into effect? Okay, yep, the tornado watch is in effect. That area has been extended. Yes, we most definitely have a watch now. Until 7 p.m. tonight. It looks like that ladder line is not going to be much of a threat. Darn it. Okay, guys, we're going to have to go on break for a moment. War Thunder is attempting to update, and it is probably going to cause the stream to crash. At this point, we're going to go on break, and I will see you guys back at about 1 o'clock as we watch these cells develop closely. Oh, no, there's 3 viewers now. You know what? We're just going to roll with it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Never mind. We are not going on break. But my computer is starting to overheat, so that's nice. The hook around Tuscaloosa, yes, has collapsed, and the ones north of it, but I still think the two south pose a threat. As far as what kind of threat, I'm not sure. But definitely a threat at the moment. Darn it, this is way overheating, isn't it? The full-on watch is definitely in effect for Alabama. Let's pull this back to the, oops. Wrong button. Let's pull this back to our internet tabs here, and we'll look through. A good place to check would be our storm relative mean velocity. This is here in Birmingham, Alabama. We're not really going to be able to see to Tuscaloosa, I don't think. I can still check here while that is loading. We might be able to see toward Tuscaloosa. Okay, we are looking at hook echoes have collapsed, definitely. Most of them have. It doesn't look like these, but there are two supercell thunderstorms just southwest of Birmingham that do definitely easily redevelop. And the one north of Tuscaloosa is also redeveloping, so they have temporarily collapsed. The two south of Tuscaloosa don't look to be that much of a threat anymore. However, we do have several more farther south of those that could pose a threat upcoming very soon. Oh, no. I clicked on the wrong thing. No. Make a few web advisor? I don't want you. My protection is over. Well, guess what? Go away. Storm with a fat hook southeast of Tuscaloosa. Oh, I see it. I'm seeing it. Yeah, it's going to look interesting here in the near future. Oh, yeah. We're definitely seeing a very large hook. Is it the... just north of Union, we're looking at a pretty prominent hook here. Oh, southeast of Tuscaloosa. We also have this one with a very prominent hook. The two north of Tuscaloosa are very, very strong. And I think the northern one of those, the most northern one, heading toward Pleasant Grove and Hueytown at this time. Probably going to cut north of that, though, just grazing Birmingham. I believe this one has a potential to be a tornado maker here. As we're looking at a hail core coming through here, it is very, very close to Mud Creek. If you're in Mud Creek, I would advise you head inside right now because, well, it's already pouring down rain, but hail cores, potentially a tornado. There are no warnings on it yet, but all of these storms look promising enough to potentially bring these kind of things. And looking even more south, toward Hattiesburg and Meridian in Mississippi, we have a whole new line or a whole new scattered area of supercell or potentially supercell thunderstorms developing right now. So that is most definitely a concern at the moment. Let's go back to our other radar and we'll check and we'll look at a couple of things here. I mostly just need to check on the stream and make sure we're okay. My bit rate's very high. I don't like this thing. We're going to check NextRad for signs of rotation towards... Where are we at? We're in Jackson, Mississippi. So Tuscaloosa. Okay. I am on the Jackson, Mississippi radar. Tuscaloosa is much too far north. I wonder if Tuscaloosa has dual-pole radar. Oh, yay. War Thunder download complete. That's good. It's going to leave us alone. I'm pretty sure I spelled Tuscaloosa wrong. What? I'm trying to find the Tuscaloosa weather radar. It should give me one moment. Ah, yes, the single site radar site. KGWX. Let's check KGWX. Okay, we can now see all of these storms on radar, and I'm going to pull that up right now for all of you guys. The 4 people watching, even though that thing says 3. Trying to pull reflectivity up on the DuPont radar. Well, I've got reflectivity going right now, so just give me 1 second, and we'll pull up the NextRad radar. You can see here better than anything the issues that we're looking at right now. Echo tops, let's look at the height of these storms. We are looking at some storms peaking 42,000 feet. I think as that complex right there that is moving toward Birmingham, I think as that grows, we're looking at a much larger threat. And some of the storms to the east aren't really that tall yet either, so we need to watch those. The one down by Hattiesburg is very tall as well. Let's look at our storm mean velocity here, which is basically storm relative motion. For some odd reason, I am not seeing a whole lot of rotation right now. Let's try base velocity here, see if we get a different story. No, there is no real rotation. Those hooks may have been false hooks, caused by storm movement. Let's look at base reflectivity again. I'm worried that we had false hooks there. Yeah, it looks quite possible that we do in fact have some false hooks here. Oh no, but this line, okay, I don't know totally what to believe here, but the big line east of Tuscaloosa is definitely looking like it's going over Hueytown, about to hit Birmingham. That area is our greatest threat right now, right through here. We're gonna pull up. Let me try something. Let's go back to our radars here. KMBX. Let's try this one closer to the action. This is, I believe, right where we need it. Yep, we can see the line up in the corner here. I'm still not seeing a whole lot, but we are looking at maybe moderate, wider rotation here. Not ridiculous, but it's something worth looking at. Let's check our base velocity here. Okay, we are looking at what could be through here, through these cells. Some very light rotation now. They are not false hooks, but the rotation is pretty light. On the Birmingham Next Lab, just click on base reflectivity, I believe. And that should be all that you need. So this line moving here toward Birmingham is definitely our concern through the next few minutes. And I need to take a very short break here. I'm just going to be gone for probably no more than a minute or two, but we'll put it on break. I'll be right back. I need to go pull up more radars. Okay, everybody, one more moment here. I am having a couple of issues with some things. Give me just another minute. We'll see if this works. Alrighty, everybody. As we continue to watch these things move through the area, just be sure to stay weather savvy today and be very careful. We've got storms developing north of Hattiesburg as well. This whole area is blowing up, and as far as this line here, still breaking, but not enough to where it poses an imminent threat. As far as these thunderstorms with hooks, I would be surprised if we didn't get a severe thunderstorm warning on at least a couple of these here in the next few minutes as they move toward Birmingham. We're not seeing any V-splits unless this is one storm or these cells are combining. I believe these cells are combining. You can definitely see the V-split when it does, indicating that this could have a very strong updraft, a potential for hail, and even a tornado if this hook further develops. So I would not be at all surprised to see a severe thunderstorm warning extended over Birmingham and Leeds within the next few minutes here. Yeah, we had false hooks. Yep, definitely a few of those. I'm not necessarily proud of that, but I should have looked sooner. But as we're watching things like here, let's open her back up. As we're watching things like the base reflectivity, we can see whether anything is going to happen or not. Do I think we're going to have a tornado with this particular cell right here? Not necessarily, but if you're looking here, we do have some evident rotation with this northern cell. You can see right here where the green and red are mixing. I think we are starting to develop a hook as these two thunderstorms here combine. And we can look at that based on base reflectivity. We can see where exactly in the storm that is. Yes, it looks like where these storms are combining, there is some rotation, which is normal when storms collide, but that could cause, potentially, could cause a little bit of a disturbance here, and just enough right there to start a little bit of a spin up in the mesocyclone, get things moving with that storm as we watch it north. Check here. As we watch this storm, watching the radar scans, these cells might not do much. Yeah, I don't have... What radar are you using? I don't have a radar right now that actually scans over things. I'm just using this one. I need one that scans over things, but... So, hopefully... I need to get that radar pulled up. As I'm not looking at these southern cells anymore, it looks like these don't have enough energy or lift. Maybe it's shear. Something, one of the ingredients that I don't have time to look for is missing. And as these storms combine, if it was shear, these storms moving through Birmingham could do something, but I don't know. And as I'm saying this, it's looking less and less likely that they will do so. Still be prepared for very heavy rain. That is definitely something that's going to happen with these storms today. Using the DuPage one. Do I have that one? Are you talking about this one? Let me look at this again. Yeah, all the other cells show no rotation whatsoever. However, this one that is colliding shows just enough to hint that maybe the mesocyclone is actually doing something. I don't think we're seeing any Titan rotation, anything that's indicative of a tornado, but it is possible that we're seeing a true supercell. What I said were supercells earlier, all of these are not supercells. I would like to apologize for that. They looked very similar to a... Okay, we've got an updraft in this one. See the V? Strong updraft. So maybe watch this complex, but it looks like those aren't really combining as ideally as they would. I don't really think there's too much come out of this line. And I don't know that we can truly, honestly say that we have a supercell yet. Oh, yep. You see where I said that storm just south of it is starting to rotate a little bit? I think we are seeing a bit of rotation here as well. We are seeing two rotating areas, which means that storm with the updraft. I think we are seeing potentially... I don't want to say the word supercell yet. We are looking at two potentially rotating thunderstorms. If it's rotation, it is very, very weak. Okay, our new radar scan just came in. The 1250 radar scan. This is 8 minutes ago, which I don't like. I wish it would update sooner. This is our 8 minutes ago radar scan. We see these things building. I see the storms start to combine. It doesn't look like they're really colliding with all that much strength. However, we can see some rotation in that southern cell now, which is what has me wondering. But I think these are just too close to each other, and they're missing the shear. In this particular area, right in this area right here, they are missing the wind shear and the change of direction in wind. And I think that is what is keeping these storms from becoming strong rotators and tornado producers. Let's look at our storm relative mean velocity here. See if this is saying anything different. Nope, basically what the base velocity is saying. Very light rotation in the southern, or in the rear flanks of these supercells, probably just where that downdraft is wrapping around. Now, if there had been tornadic circulation, a downdraft wrapping around would mean something. It would very much mean something. It would probably mean a tornado. However, since there isn't, we're probably just looking at, I would say, more than likely, this is cutting off the warm, moist inflow. As this stuff starts to rotate outbound from the radar, inbound to the radar, as this starts to come around, as we see the green pull in front of the red this way like it is here, this stuff moving toward the radar is cutting off the red moving away from the radar. This is your warm, moist inflow. So all the storms to the south of here are getting cut off, and this one is either going to be the lone survivor that gets really strong, which is possible but unlikely, or it is going to be another one that just stalls out as we're watching this line here today. The storms are struggling to become dominant. Yep, and that's what we're looking at here. It's just we can't have one storm. They're too close. They are physically too close to each other. If they combined, if they collided, that would be different. That causes circulation, or can cause circulation. That can increase the strength of a storm. But these are simply equally sized storms that are much too physically close to each other to be able to pull in the air needed. Now, if we are looking here at this storm that I said could be potentially dangerous, this is why. It still has the inflow. Everything over here is starting to become a rain line or an MCS because we're not looking at the right kind of inflow to aid along with the rotation of a thunderstorm. And these here, once again, the two below it, possible. However, I think we're getting some inflow cut off here with the storms popping up too. So we're looking at more of a complex starting to form. I think our best area to watch is right here around Philadelphia and Canton, where these new storms are starting to pop up in the wake of these, probably along an outflow boundary as it looks. You can see the curvature there. This is more than likely an outflow boundary from a large storm down here, or something. I don't actually see where that outflow boundary would have originated from, but I think we need to watch these as they start popping up. They're much more separated, and I think we could see more individual cells starting to happen. However, we're going to keep our eye on this one just to see if it is not indicative of rotation. Cap hasn't completely broken. No, it has not. Keep in mind, folks, it is only 1:01 p.m. Eastern Time, and that is just after noon Central Time. So the capping inversion is still fairly strong, and it's keeping, and it here is definite proof of what Havoc just said. Looking at our DuPage radar here, if we look at our echo tops, which is the cloud tops in these storms, we're not seeing a whole lot of tall stuff right here. It's very limited. We're looking at a cap maybe around 30,000 feet. The thing I said about that supercell, though, or what could potentially be a supercell, that big storm heading toward Birmingham that I'm holding on to my theory that it will develop, is because it is 42,000 feet. That is like 12,000 feet over where the capping inversion looks to be, and that could mean that it has broken the cap, and this could, this storm system could open up the area for storms that we had talked about. Oh, darn. Just wait on this to load up. Around Philadelphia, Mississippi. For these storms, this system could potentially break the cap. Then we want to watch things in here along this outflow boundary that are definitely looking to start to develop and pop up. We want to watch those because they could be the tornado-producing supercells that we see moving through this area with the tornado watch on it right now. And I haven't been doing a very good job in the past few minutes of covering our watches and warnings, so let's actually look here. Let me go back to the radar mosaic here. I believe it's updated to 1 p.m. Central. Okay, let's watch this. This was 10:25 a.m. We see these storms we see these storms starting to come together, and we might have a hook echo north of Tuscaloosa here. Oh, wait, that was Hook Echo we already saw. I don't think it's going to be too much of a thing. But you can see areas here around Birmingham. Those could actually pop. But watch this storm near Aliceville. That is going to be our monster. The one that I said was originating from out of nowhere, the outflow boundary. Watch it explode south of Macon. Just watch it explode. It's north of Philadelphia. I think we're going to be looking south of this area for what could potentially be a massive tornado-producing supercell. But look, around that outflow boundary where I said near Philadelphia, we're looking at that too. But I'd like to watch the storms. This is interesting to me. DuPage is showing pink on Birmingham. That storm might be forming a core. I told you so. We could have something here. We could have something here, people. As we're watching, where's it at? Right in here. We need to watch, evidently, right in this area for something massive to pop up. I'm not really seeing it or understanding why. Where is Macon? Macon will help me locate the area we need to be looking at here. Macon. Where is Macon? What do we have here? We have a tornado warning issued. We have a tornado warning issued on the cell to the northeast of Hattiesburg. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is something happening. The storm is starting to ramp up around. Okay, we need to watch all of this very carefully here in the next few minutes. Tornado warning has officially been issued. Oh boy. We need to move. Meridian. Okay. Okay. We are maybe forming a core near Birmingham, but the real thing here that we need to be watching is probably where that tornado warning is at right now, which I am unable to find at the moment. Looks to be right here. Potentially, I can't see very well. Where are we seeing that tornado warning? Check our base velocity here. Okay. Tornado warning until 1:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So for another 30-some minutes, 37 remaining, we have a tornado warning for southwestern Choctaw County in southwestern Alabama, central Wayne County in southeastern Mississippi until 12:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 4 miles south of Mill Creek, moving at 30 miles an hour. This is radar indicated rotation. This is your pretty standard tornado warning here. I don't really see a strong hook on it, though, as I'm looking on the other radar site. The thing is, oh boy, let's see if I can get back to what I need. Okay. Let's look here. So, north of Mobile, Alabama. We'll just use KMOB, the Mobile radar. This tornado warning is somewhere. We're going to look at storm relative mean velocity, and we're going to see it. Okay, I think it's right there. It is most definitely right there. I don't have a very good view at it right now. Well, maybe it isn't. Gosh darn it, I don't know where it is. I'm not doing a very good job at this, am I? Okay. Hattiesburg, Laurel. Let's look at this radar. That is that part of Alabama. Hold on one second. We're going to find this one. Straight to the north of there. It looks like right in here, but I don't have a radar that's capable of seeing that. We're missing the radar right where I need it. Camo B is the closest radar that we have to this area. A touchdown in Clark, Mississippi. We have a tornado on the ground. Dang it. Confirm tornado near Mill Creek. That's the one we're looking for on radar. I am not seeing radar indication of this tornado. And I do not like that. Let's look now at our live radar near Hattiesburg. Near Union, Oak Grove. I said we needed to watch this storm and I proceeded to forget about it. Where is Mill Creek? Okay, we're going to pull up some layers here. I should be able to find this much easier than I am right now. Guess I don't make a very good weather forecaster, huh? Located the cell on the Weather Channel radar. We'll go to that. You know, the big thing here was keeping people informed. So, Havoc, I would like to thank you very much for doing what I have so far failed to do. This is near Laurel. So, if you're in that area, you definitely need to take cover immediately. Do so now. Okay. My problem is this warning is east of Laurel, and I have the out-of-date radar. That's why. Well, that explains a ton. Holy Moses, yeah, we were missing this because I'm glad it wasn't me. There's the radar. We're looking at this cell here for the production of a tornado now. A confirmed tornado on the ground. A PDS tornado watch has officially been issued today. We now have a PDS tornado watch. Moving at 35 mile an hour toward Butler. So we have a slow mover moving toward Butler. Yeah, I'm seeing that one on my other radar. It doesn't look like the rotation is that insanely strong. It's looking like honestly a weaker one too, but that doesn't mean it's pointless to pay attention to. It means it's very important to watch. Those are the ones that get you. It doesn't look strong, but I'm trying to do too many things at once, I guess. Alright, we have now located a cell on Weather Channel radar for you guys to see. Ah, this is much, much better. I was wondering why we couldn't find it. And now we have it. I feel like the cap has broken in this eastern area, but that storm near Birmingham, it's lined out. It's done. Our area to watch right now is right here. This hook echo right through here. I'm actually looking for a couple of landmarks here that I'm not finding. Havoc, this is the cell, correct? I'm not really stupidly missing something. Let's toggle on our warnings. How about? What happened? There we are. Thank goodness. This is what I was looking for. We have a tornado warning here. Although oh, we have a tornado warning near Selma. Tornado warning until 1 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Northeast 35 mile an hour. Take cover if you're in that affected area. We had a tornado reported near Greenville. Oh no, thunderstorm wind damage. Okay, let's look near Selma on our other radar. Everything is south of Birmingham right now. I don't think we're seeing much there. But that Selma cell, rotation looking iffy on that. Let's check our next rad here. Checking our base velocity near the cell near Selma is right up here. It's kind of hard to tell right now. Oh, no, get back, get back. We should be able to clearly see the area that is being affected. Yep, right here, that cell. We'll look at the base velocity for this cell, and you can see not a whole lot. It honestly looks quite weak. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. That is our tornado rotation right there. Never mind, that is quite strong. That is a pretty strong rotation right there that is definitely capable of a severe threat. And is that the tornado we have on the ground right now? Dallas has a warning. Dallas, Alabama. Embedded circulation. Okay, okay. I'm going to watch this one separately. Dallas, Alabama. I see Selma. Selma and the one near Laurel. Oh, I see it. There is one north of Laurel. We have a very well-defined hook echo. You can see here we have a supercell thunderstorm. I'm going to switch this back over. You can clearly see here the warning north of Selma, we have a clearly defined hook echo. Very sharp point to the tornado warning there, meaning that we are clearly seeing... yes, confirmed tornado located near Mill Creek or 13 miles west of Waynesboro, moving northeast at 35 mile an hour. It is a radar confirmed tornado. Let's repeat, this is a radar confirmed tornado. Tornado is on the ground. If you're in these affected areas, you need to move to your basement or lowest floor now, as this is extremely, extremely dangerous and a pressing situation. Moving back over to our Selma cell, our rotation, our hook is less defined. That could be through a lot of rain. We're going to see. Pulling things back up here, we're going to look for that rotation on our next rad. Our Selma cell, it looks to be very central rotation, not your classic supercell. Not even sure if this is a supercell thunderstorm. But it is quite possible. It is obviously a severe thunderstorm as it has a tornado warning on it. Let's look back east here. And let's look at that bridge, or Mill Creek. Yep, that one. Base velocity here. Seeing a rotation right there. That looks to be the actual rotation that we're looking at. Potentially. Let's look here. It is still north, the one north of Laurel. South of Highway 80 and 20. That is probably our rotation right there. It's halfway between... okay. Yes, that is our rotation. We have it highlighted here. Our two rotating cells here. Mostly right there. We're looking at some tornadic rotation, or at least a high potential for tornadic rotation. Looking at all of our cells here. Oh yeah, a pink, a very strong core near that Birmingham storm, but that's not our pressing concern at the moment. The storms here north of Laurel, this hook right here that we're looking at with a tornado warning. Over by Selma, which Butler. Yep, this radar's not doing a whole lot for me. We've still got our 3 active tornado warnings right here. And the radar confirmed tornado. Of course, we still have that. Embedded circulation. Severe thunderstorm near Lamar. Let's get this one pulled up then. Near Lamar. We've got this severe thunderstorm near Browndell. I need to have Google Maps pulled up as well. Let's switch back here to our SPC thing, where we can see the cells better. However, oh, I didn't switch it, did I? New warning for a radar confirmed tornado. Yeah, I think that was the one near right there. What I want to see is our visible satellite currently. Pretty heavy cloud cover. We can see some of those overshooting tops. Large thunderstorm complexes in here. That is definitely an imminent threat. Ah, yes, we now have a third tornado warning north of that area. Near DeSoto. In northern... okay, let's see. Severe thunderstorm warning for Marion County in northwestern Alabama. Northern Lamar County and west central Alabama. Yep, we've seen that warning. I believe that's the one Havoc was pointing out and I couldn't find because my radar is slightly delayed. This area is our tornado hotbed for the minute, though. Near Montgomery, the circulation is ramping up. That I can do. But let's take you guys along, too. We have the Montgomery radar here. Oh, yeah. Circulation. We do have a hook echo here, I believe. Let's take a look at the base velocity and see if we can get an actual circulation here. It's too close to the radar. It's very hard to tell. We're going to try to get a different radar to the southeast. See if we can get that one. Yeah, that would be that cell. Let's look at our base velocity right here. I do see circulation. We do have, we do most definitely have circulation in this cell. Oh, and that cell right there too. Very, very much of a circulation. Let me look at something here. There is a strong circulation in an area that has not had any real attention to it right there. But I think what we're looking at right now, for the most part, can I zoom in? No. But you guys can see here where my mouse is, we do have a circulation there. I would not be surprised if we get a tornado warning on that one. It's not an insane circulation, but it definitely is circulation one way or another. The one I'm looking at is Selma. Let's check the Selma one. We just have a mess going on here. Yeah, the Selma cell is getting a more defined hook echo right now. Do we have a... is that a confirmed tornado? No. It is radar indicated rotation. I don't think we have a tornado on the ground there at the moment. Let's take a look though for that cell base reflectivity. We're gonna try to find the actual Selma storm. It is that one directly west of our radar. Okay, base velocity. I see it right there. A tight rotation, a weak rotation, but a very tight rotation nonetheless. Ah, yep, that is the Selma cell right there. We definitely have some rotation right there as far as storm relative motion. And you can see up here, our cell near Birmingham also has plenty of rotation. They're very, very, very intense here, but not so much the one near Birmingham. Let's see if we can get the NWS radar to load back up again. It wasn't earlier. Sorry, here it is. Zoom is way overpowered here. This is our Selma cell. We're going to select a view radar station products. Oh yeah, we definitely got something in here. I can also use this to locate the radars that are closest, so this is a very good one to have. But let's see if we can view the Selma tornado warning here with the Montgomery radar. And we're going to look at our base velocity. I said we're going to look at our base velocity. And it doesn't want to. How about the super resolution base velocity? We need to see this. You can clearly see rotation through there. What I don't understand is why this isn't fully showing. Come on, load in the Selma area. That's what I need. Very patchy as far as how well the National Weather Service radar is currently working. Oh yeah, look at that. That is very, very clear rotation there near Selma. Even as we're looking through here, a lot of these storms have some form of moderate rotation, but when we're looking through here, this storm near Waynesboro, very, very strong, but a little bit of a looser rotation. That storm near Birmingham is very weak and still fairly loose rotation here. We're not seeing the RFD wrapping around yet, which is what could cause that storm to really explode. The one behind it, anyhow. But the storm near Selma, I think, needs to be watched very carefully. Very brief, if not tornado families. Yeah, they're very, very hard to look at because of the speed in which they end and regenerate, etc. It's iffy. One moment, I'm gonna go on break. We need to fix. I'm having internet issues. So as we watch this rotation here, this is our time to chat because I am working on more than one other project right now. I have a cool radar if I can get it to work. I don't think it's going to work. I'm doing that on my phone right now just to make sure it actually does work. So if anyone has any questions or any comments besides Havoc, who is basically my field reporter right now, and I'm very happy to have Havoc here. Actually, you know what? Why haven't I done this already? One moment. My apologies, Havoc. You're now a moderator here. Selma Cell seems to be falling apart. Yep, that new scan just came in for me too, and I'm looking at it. It does... If this is the new scan, I'm still seeing strong rotation, but I just cannot tell if it's going to hold out or not. What is my scan time? 1:31 p.m. I'm running about 3 minutes ago. So... we'll see. Wait for this new scan to come in, see what we get. We're still on the 1:31 p.m. scan. I am waiting on the new one to come in. For that time, we're gonna sit here and wait. Today was one of those days I wish I could drive. Weather Nation's radar seems to have a defined hook. The Selma cell, are you referring to? Huh. There are blizzard warnings today, too. We're just packing a true punch. Tornado watch. Not for me, though. I changed my location purposely. See this Weather Nation local radar that Havoc claims has a strong hook. We're going to see about that. Really doesn't. Huh. I'm not really seeing much of a hook on it. Just looks a little junky. 1 or 2 tornadoes based on what we saw. Okay, that is impressive. That we had 1 or 2 tornadoes. Looking at our wider scale radar here for a moment, we are starting to see things scatter out a little bit. We're starting to see things start to fall apart. Or, well, when I say fall apart, I mean that in a good way for storm development. We're not looking at lines like this anymore, and even this line is starting to scatter out a little bit. We're looking at some serious stuff moving in here through Louisiana as well, but this complex is starting to scatter, meaning they can gain more energy a whole lot faster. Also, you guys, if you have any questions for me, you can feel free to ask those anytime. I check the chat every minute or two. Viper radar. I check the chat every couple of minutes. Be sure to like the stream. That way this reaches more people. That way we can spread awareness of what's going on right now. Because this is what's going on right now, and it's serious stuff. So the more people that are aware and prepared, the better, and that's the goal of this stream. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, be sure to do that. It's not popping up for me. I'll find the Viper next time. Our scan for 1:26 p.m. The Selma cell is still showing defined rotation. Most definitely is showing strong inflow, and the RFD cutting around back. So I'm not going to rule out the Selma cell yet, even though this is the 1:26 p.m. scan. So this is really old, and I'd like it to update. We are almost 13 minutes behind, but as of 13 minutes ago, this cell is strong. Why are we 13 minutes behind? We're reloading this. Yes. As of this is the scan as of 2 minutes ago. We'll be watching this pops up. Maxwell radar seems to be having a hard time with the Selma storm. Yeah, that's what I noticed. We'll watch this circulation maps pop up here. We're gonna let those load in for a minute. What is this? Surely that's not circulation south of it. There's not really a good storm there. Okay, that is taking a bit of a while to load in, but it's okay. Five people liked the stream. Thank you to those 5 people. And to anyone watching who is in any of these affected areas, just please be careful. This is not something to be taken lightly. Not something to necessarily freak out about. That tends to be more dangerous than other things, but it's not something to be taken lightly either. This is a serious situation. We do have tornado warnings. We're still holding on to those tornado warnings. Let's look at the Selma one. Still radar indicated. It looks like, yeah, we could have had a couple of tornadoes here, but I don't know if we ever had one on the ground. But oh yeah. We are still showing a... Let me do this while we're loading that up. We are still showing a very well-defined hook here on the Selma cell. Very, very well-defined. Still a threat. I'm going to try to pull up the base velocity again. For some reason, it's not wanting to scan in. Let's try and update this one more time. Our 1:39 p.m. scan. New warning. Looking for it. I have a feeling I know where it's going to be, but I'm looking everywhere for it. Is it? Wait, it's not in this line, is it? Oh, an extension on the Selma cell. There we go. That's what I kind of figured, because we were looking at, yeah, that storm rapidly strengthening. This is definitely a supercell thunderstorm. High visibility if you're chasing it from the south, by the way. Has anyone looked to see, just in general, internet videos? Are there any internet videos of things that are currently happening? I'm going to reload the storming velocity here. You can see the super strong tight circulation right there near Selma. this is most definitely the number one storm that we need to be watching here. You can clearly see it right in there, right where my cursor is. So let's talk about this warning. We have a well-defined hook here too. So anyone to the northeast of Selma, even if you're in Prattville, Millbrook, be very careful and cautious as we watch this storm move. Supercells tend to be right turners, so we could very well see this start to turn right into Prattville, Millbrook, and possibly, unlikely, but possibly even hit Montgomery, Alabama. So folks in those areas, if you are joining us, need to be extremely cautious of what's happening. It's not confirmed on the ground. It's cycling. Yep, looks like this is going to be our annoying cyclic supercell of the day. These things are always the hardest ones to watch. Now let's look at our latest radar scan here. And see this move. We can see its rapid movement, and you can see through here it starts to turn right. I think Prattville needs to be very careful. I don't believe this is a type of threat for Montgomery, but Prattville definitely now would be a good time to take shelter ahead of this tornado warning, considering its relative strength. And it's pretty unpredictable, whatever. It's pretty hard to predict as well. Selma cell is hitting 30 to 40,000 feet. Yep, we still are looking at a capping inversion here that is keeping these storms from being as strong as they could be. I think 4 hours from now, if the Selma cell was in the same place, we would have a long track tornado on the ground right now, an incredibly intense circulation, and 60,000 foot echo tops. I know it's a bold statement, but I think that's exactly what would be happening. Just gonna watch this radar for the new scan. Get our new breaking news thing up there with the new storms. I believe it's time we go back to the COD radar, the COD X-Rad. Check our echo tops, just confirming what Havoc said. Our echo tops are indeed hitting 38 to 40,000 feet near that storm. The Selma cell. Everything else is starting to weaken in this area, so really not a major concern. Let's load back into our... we'll look at a rotation here again. Base velocity. See if we can really see this now. I know we're way zoomed out, which is why I was trying to get the NWS radar to work, but it was not cooperating. And now this is not cooperating. Darn. Confirmed tornado on the Selma cell. I figured it wouldn't be long. There, we've updated that now. Yeah, we can see our circulation on that Selma cell there. It's a little bit hard to see. Storm relative mean velocity will probably show this one better. Yep, it's very, very well defined. Strong circulation here in Selma. If you are anywhere in the path of that, now is a time to take shelter immediately. Let's see if we can't get the latest radar scan here. Warning has been updated. Selma, you are no longer in a tornado warning. The storm has technically passed, however. Current radar not available. Dang it. Our 1:44 p.m. scan as of several minutes ago. We should be starting to see our stuff pop up here that we need to see. Stream freezing? Yeah. That would be a bunch of stuff loading up. That would be all the radars currently loading in. Hello, Gojo 2600 Gaming. Welcome to the stream. Selma is a very strong cell, but I am unable to get a good scan on that right now. You're here for the outbreak? Well, good, because that's what here for too. Man, I can't talk. That is what we are here for too. Covering this outbreak today. Currently, the cell we're watching is Selma, as that is our most pressing concern. Gojo 2600, where are you? Are you located? Are you in the area of this outbreak, or watching from away from the danger? How bad is our stream freezing? I saw the words confirmed tornadoes. Two confirmed tornadoes right now. One near Winesboro. I was surprised this morning when it beats up to a 9. You were surprised this morning? Yeah, it's I wasn't really expecting this too many days in advance, really, if we're being honest. We'll look at that one later. The heck? New warning. We'll monitor that new warning as soon as I find it when our new radar scan comes in. We're going to go ahead and update this radar scan here in attempts to find this new warning. It looks like that one has expired, but not seen the new one yet. Stream is back on track for now. Very good. We're pulling up our new warnings here. Would that be the warning to the Alabama line? Probably. We're going to pull up Montgomery radar again with our base velocity. I'd like to still look at the Selma cell. Oh, there's our warning. Near Macomb. Tornado warning for Lincoln County, Lawrence County, Copia County. Radar indicated, I believe, quarter-size hail and a tornado. Radar indicated rotation. Take shelter now if you are in this area. Do I have my map pulled up here? Yes. Take shelter now if you're in this area. I'm under a toenail risk of 5. It's in Mississippi. Yep, we got that warning. Yeah. Currently, I'm way out of the risk area. I think... Here. We'll take a moment to digress. Hold on. I am... up in this area. I'm kind of watching this line, hoping we might get like something photogenic. I'm hoping this kind of breaks up a little bit and we end up with a photogenic thunderstorm line coming through here so I can photograph it. Anyhow, I digress. Warnings. Back to warnings. This is not loading. This is the 1:15. Why is this the 1:15 p.m. scan? Give me the 1:56 p.m. scan. 1:51 p.m. scan is good enough. We still don't have that warning showing. Oh, yep, there's our warning. Selma is getting wrapped by the RFD right now, everyone. If we take a moment to look here at the Selma cell. You live in Kitty Hawk, Outer Banks. That's North Carolina, isn't it? Yeah, your main threat's tomorrow, I believe. Once again, be sure to like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Most like the stream so that it reaches more people and that we can hopefully keep people safe. But we're going to keep watching this particular cell here. The tornado warnings here still exist very much. Let's take a look. We'll go to the Jackson, Mississippi radar and we'll get our base velocity measurements there. In hope that we can look at this new warning that has popped up and assess whether that is a... Yeah. Sorry about your typos, you text speech. Nah, it's no problem. It's no problem at all. Selma cell not looking good. Might be giving up. That is what I saw. When we got that last radar scan in, it kind of looked like it was losing all hope of doing anything. But then again, that was it's a cyclic supercell. We need to keep an eye on it, because it can do that. Out of nowhere. Oh boy, let's go back and see if we've got, what do we got here? But the fact that I'm still getting a reading on the Selma cell from the Jackson, Mississippi radar is hilarious. This warning down here by Macomb, if we're being totally honest, it's very well wrapped in there. Hold on, is this showing up? Yep, this is showing up. Next lab version for Jackson. Let me back out of this one first. Whoops. Jackson, Mississippi. I believe that is our cell right there. Let's check our base velocity here. I honestly don't... Oh, I see it right there. I see the rotation. Yeah, I don't know what to think about that, honestly. It's very narrow. That's for sure. And it's pretty strong. But I'm worried about the inflow being cut off to that circulation, which is going to kill that storm if it does happen. Cells topping 40,000 at this point. Cat might be breaking. If this is our cat break moment, from this point on, the stream gets very busy. If you guys know anyone else who you might want to recommend watching the stream or anything, much appreciated. The more people we reach, the better. I don't think I need to worry. It's very clear out right now. There might be, yeah, right. Yeah, water spouts tomorrow maybe. Possibly a severe thunderstorm overnight for North Carolina or into tomorrow. But if you guys do know anyone, point them toward the stream. The more people we reach, the better, as always. Okay, here we see our rotation. I feel a little bit more confident about this now with the storm relative motion. Looking back at the NWS radar, I was worried about the incoming wind, but if that's still surviving, then evidently something's being done right. And this scan is 6 minutes old. We're gonna go ahead and reload this scan, try to get the newest one in, and then we'll take a look at what is happening from that point on. Folks in, I don't know how to pronounce that, Bochito, I'm gonna guess, Brookhaven, along the Highway 84 area, Highway 84 corridor. Take shelter immediately. This is a pretty strong rotation at the moment. Definitely poses a risk. New warning. I know a couple of people, but they're having a lot of people in their stream. Oh yeah, if they're streaming, then the Jackson storms might be topping. It's only the Jackson storms that are getting tall. New warning in Alabama. How many warriors are in there in Thailand right now? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know the strength of Thailand's army, I'm sorry. Green, summer, okay, Alabama. I only see that Selma warning in Alabama as of right now. Let's check the Brookhaven cell. The circulation with that Brookhaven cell is beginning to weaken a little bit. I believe my theory was correct. The info is being cut off to that circulation, so I don't believe that's going to be a threat for too much longer. Let's try to get a new scan in here. I meant how many warnings are there in a higher rate right now for the outbreak? Right now, as far as tornado warnings, we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 separate tornado warnings. I do not see that other Alabama warning, and that concerns me a little bit. We'll go ahead and look for that in other places. The Selma cell still has the warning on it, although rotation's looking to weaken. Oh, I see this one. Livingston. This warning is, yeah, Green and Sumter, and we're looking at a moderate hook echo there. Radar indicated is my guess. Yes, radar indicated rotation moving northeast. It's a very slow mover. These are beautiful chasing storms today, if I'm being totally honest. The autocorrect is making me have typos. Yeah, you're fine. I was just confused. Let's look through here at the NexRad radar. Where are we at? Are we in Jackson right now? Is this our Jackson NexRad? Because if so, I don't know if it's going to reach the Alabama area that we're trying to look at right now. Nope. Okay. Just back out of this one again. The warning area trying to be reached is... Maybe we can get it on... let me reload this one as well. Yep, we're trying to refresh it. I'm just waiting on this warning to show up. Should be right here. We'll go to the radar south of Birmingham for the next rad. We'll try this one and see if we can get a scan. I believe our Selma cell still has a very strong hook. I told you it was cyclic. We're looking at... Let's check our base velocity here again. This is going to be pretty accurate to what's actually happening. Except I don't see anything. SRMV is showing... Yeah, we're in the wrong spot to look at this storm. Let's look at our echo tops here. See what we're breaking. Oh man, we're hitting 46, almost 50,000 feet storms right now. Where is this radar at? KBMX. Oh, what? Where is it at? Where is it at? Birmingham. The storm's east of Birmingham right now. So looking at this radar right here, right now, east of, let's reload this. East in Birmingham, Alabama, very, very high echo tops. Areas that need to be watched very carefully. Yeah, these storms, the storms that we're looking at right now, definitely hail producers. Very, very high echo tops. Severe thunderstorms warnings being issued all over the place. We've still got our tornado warnings. Echo tops are tall. Hooks exist. So as the caps are breaking, we're going to take a break for probably 5 to 10 minutes here, and then we will return. Havoc is correct. You're not in the way of any storms right now. I'm gonna digress for a second to look at the Indiana area radar and see what I've got coming toward me. I'm still interested in hopefully watching a nice line blow through, but I don't think we're gonna really see it. No, rain producer. Down here in Alabama again. We'll return. Watching these cells blow up in the next hour or so. Hook in the Birmingham radar. Here we go again. We'll check our velocity on that Havoc and try to confirm whether or not that is north of it. Check our base reflectivity. We're going to look. Yeah, this is for Birmingham. Which storm, Havoc? Give me a cardinal direction from Birmingham radar. Not really seeing. I mean, besides the Selma storm, which is still alive somehow. I see it. I see it to the, oh boy. If we're looking on the Birmingham radar right here, I see it. I see a hook there south of Jasper. Let's transfer back over to where we were on the COD Next Rad radar. Check our base velocity here and see what we've got. Maybe potentially that one right there. No. Where is this? North of Tuscaloosa. Oh man. Split it halfway. It's right there where there is no reading. Storm relative mean velocity. Let's try this one. Oh, we can't get a reading in the area where it is, which is frustrating, but... Selma cell. Still alive. Maybe not a tornado producer at this point, but still alive. Hattiesburg again. Could blow up to become what this complex has become. We're waiting on this complex to blow out. Potential hook echo storms right here. Full line of them, matter of fact. National Weather Service radar in Birmingham, Alabama here is going to show us something, hopefully. Really? No, there's nothing there. Let's check in Jackson for that warning that is remaining in Brookhaven. Just a few minutes ago, looking to see if that circulation is still alive. It is still alive, a little bit weakened, but not really. We're still seeing that circulation through there, and probably will see that circulation through there. I'm gonna assume that is range folding, if not something weird is happening. The jet stream hit the ground. We've got warnings popping up everywhere for just about everything. Aha, you can see the three areas here. Away from radar, toward radar. We can see broad circulation in that third cell, and maybe a little bit of very weak broad circulation there. What's really important to watch is right through here where we're starting to see directly over Birmingham things starting to happen. Okay, so we're going to go on break for probably the next a good while, at least 15, if not 20 minutes to half an hour, as we let the cap break, and whoever's still staying here can stay watching, but it's just going to be the break screen. Join us back, I'm going to say at 2:30. Join us back at 2:30. We'll see what happens. I would like to recount my statement. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to comment, share, like, and subscribe. Go check out Just Weather. That is another good place. If you're not there already, this is going to be the end of the stream, so go check there for everything you need weather-wise for the rest of the day. I just covered the very beginning part of this. Thank you all.